Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to introduce some work that we've been doing to implement facility registry workflows in between OpenMRS and OpenLS. This work is based on the OpenHIE conceptualization of a facility registry and some FHIR profiles that have been created for these types of workflows. And if you want to read more about the background or dig into this documentation, you can go to our GitHub page for this project, which is itech UW/instant laboratory, and go to the wiki and follow along. So the first thing I want to do is set up our scenario. We want to work with, as I mentioned, OpenMRS and OpenLS, and in our scenario, we are working with a community clinic where OpenMRS is running as an EMR and a close by community health laboratory that is running OpenLS, as well as a reference laboratory that's running OpenLS as well. So to set up these facilities in the facility registry, we can go into GOFR. And if you follow along with this documentation, we have our test instances outlined on the bottom, so you can click on whichever one you'd like to test it out, and the login credentials are also available. So if we go into GOFR, we can go and add an organization first, and add an organization, for example, the Ministry of Health, and we can save that, and then add a couple of facilities. So first we would add a community clinic. And assign it to the organization. And we can also add a community health also under the Ministry of Health umbrella. And finally, a reference laboratory. And you can see that if you go into the facility list, these three facilities show up here. Now, we can go to our OpenMRS instance and log in. For now, in the registration desk, which is one of the defaults. So let's log in to OpenMRS. And in OpenMRS, we can manage the locations and the metadata. So in OpenMRS, we can manage the locations and the metadata. And in order to be able to pull locations from the facility registry, we have a the facility registry module, where you have a couple of global properties that have to be set and authentication options that have to be set based on what the target GOFR instance is, or facility registry instance. This could work with any FHIR compatible facility registry instance. And in the scheduler, you can see that there's a facility registry task that pulls the locations from GOFR. So once everything is configured correctly and the scheduled tasks are running, we can go to the metadata configuration, manage locations, and you can see that there are a couple of new entries here from last time. So there's a MCSD organization tagged location called Ministry of Health. There's 3 other entries that are tagged with MCSD location, and 2 of them are also tagged as a MCSD laboratory. Based on this, since we know this instance of OpenMRS is running in this community health clinic, we want to be able to log in to that location from this entry. So we can go in and make a couple changes to the tags. And when we log out, we see that the community clinic is available as a login location.